Good afternoon, gamers. Welcome back to Banished Souls. So I want to do a throwback to a retros game. How many of you remember Battletoads from the 90s? Amazing game, was a lot of fun. Well, guess what? It is back. It's obviously had a facelift. If you were a gamer and you just love to go back into some of those retro arcade style games, this is something you're definitely going to want to look at. If you're on Xbox, it is free in Game Pass. That's always great. Maybe you're playing Skull and Bones with the adults and you want to find a good game that's going to be, something that's going to keep your kids entertained. This here's a good option for that too. It is a local co-op. Up to 3 controllers can be connected to your Xbox if you're using wirelessly, and just be able to come in and have a lot of fun. So let's break into the game. So as you can see, obviously the graphics have come a long way from back in the day. You still have a lot of those great effects, the large fist, the big feet. You have a morphability now. You turn into sharks or anvils and different things like that. It's going to be great for those large bosses to be able to stun those so you can get those little punches in there and them kicks. So it looks like it starts off pretty simple. As you will move into it, it's going to teach you how to do the break defense and stuff, all the little special moves. That's pretty reminiscent of all the 90s arcade style games we used to play on those Nintendo 64s and Super NESs and all that. So again, man, I love to get in and play some of these retro games. I've been kind of looking to see if I could find something that just really hits that nostalgia feel. And this for me is it. If you're looking for something to pass the time between games, man, I would highly recommend you give it a chance, especially if you're on Xbox. Like I say, you can find that on the Game Pass. It's not going to cost you anything. It's like we got to do a charge up there. So yeah, man, this is just fantastic. One of those great old school just beater games, man. So one of the things I've noticed with some of the new gaming, we have a lot of focus on obviously online multiplayer, which is a good thing. It's not something I would ever talk bad about. It's a lot of fun. There's always a great aspect to it. But one of the things I've started to miss was games like this where you could actually plug in or connect wirelessly with some extra controllers and just be able to sit down and say, hey, y'all give this a try, see what you think. And I think this is going to be a favorite for adults and your teens and stuff alike. But I want to start trying to introduce some new games in here, and we're going to be doing a little bit of showcase with this one here over the next few days. We will continue with our normal updates on the Skull and Bones world. That's been a wonderful game. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. So one of the things when you're playing this as a single player, you may run into a situation like you do here with Pork Shank, and you're going to have to basically do tag team. So if you remember some of those games, you can tag in the other character when you're playing by yourself, but you get the option of 3, where you're going to have that option in here too. So we're going to try out, I believe this is Rash, I think is what his name is. Yes. So that didn't seem to really phase him much. We're going to have to try to, gotta make sure we hit him. So it's not doing much on a frontal attack. Yeah, definitely don't want to attack from the front. So we're going to have to try to get in behind him if we can. And like with all those types of boss spawns, it works great for that. But obviously, I think we're going to end up having to change into another character here. So let's get rid of these dudes and see if we can do something. Yeah, so if we can get them from behind, I think we can stun them a little bit. Just didn't do a whole lot of damage there, so we're gonna have to deal with the cannon fodder, but you definitely got to watch out for him. So okay, so we've switched over into Zitz. From what I can recall, he was one of the faster characters. Definitely still is one of the faster characters in the game so far. And of course we will tag Pimple in because we want to check out the tank build. This is basically what you're dealing with, is tank builds, DPS builds, and stuff like that, But yeah, it did knock me for a loop. So let's see. We could have picked up those flies. That's one of those things trying to remember, but we're going to jump into Pimple. I think we can, yes. So we needed that guy with the extra strength to take this one out. So that's something, if you're playing by yourself, you're going to have to utilize all characters. If you're playing as a team, guys, you're going to make sure that you're using the characters for what they're made for. But I hope you've enjoyed this little intro. I hope it brought back some memories for you.